Property brothers suck. Another UFO encounter, and the Lord said, let there be extreme misogyny. On today's episode of 123 Jokes.
Welcome, everybody, to 123 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I think he added an S to his name.
Ricardo. Oh, I thought he said Ricardo Leoaks.
Oh, okay.
123 Jokes with Ricardo Leoaks.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
Aaron Kraft, our resident judge. What's going on, everybody?
Same old, you know, the usual.
You guys get vaccinated yet?
Yes, I did.
Damn
Okay,
it.
I don't know how you accomplish that because I feel like I go on every day to check appointments, and either there's no appointments or it's second shots only. How do you get the first shot?
I just want to complain because under Trump, we all had vaccines ready, but since Biden's taken over, there aren't any vaccines for anybody now. Okay, like what?
Oh, good point.
What happened?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll just isolate that.
Just post that as a little tidbit.
Aaron's real thoughts.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got in there and I got the vaccine. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you just show up and then you get it?
Listen, it was a 2-part plan. He got in there. Second, he got the vaccine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm not getting in there.
And when I say got in there, I mean like to where they have the store of vaccines and I rappelled through the ceiling.
He Mission Impossible it.
By got in there, I mean that I seduced a nurse.
I'm imagining on the floor is just a bunch of needles sticking up with the vaccine in it. And Bob came down from the roof and just laid his arm on one of the needles.
Like Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible, like on the needle.
28 days later.
He did it again.
Do it again.
His butt just comes hanging down.
Yeah, that's where he prefers his shot.
I like the idea of he seduces a nurse and the nurse is like, "Hello, patient."
She's like, hello. Now, could you do the thing, please?
She comes into the room, the patient's room, and she's like, and the person's wearing a gown with a thing open in the back, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
sexy patient costume.
I thought the COVID vaccines were just drive-throughs. Is that not correct?
Yeah, open backed gown is optional.
Can I get 1 dose of the vaccine, an apple pie?
Our vaccine machine's broken.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You get through and you're like, "This is the malaria vaccine. They never get my fucking order right."
Like every time I go through, that fucking thing's broken.
Yeah. We just put a fresh batch in. Can you drive around to the front? We'll bring it up.
Yeah, if you just pull up to the front, we'll bring out your vaccine in a second.
Yeah, wait up in the front for about 2 months, and then we'll have the vaccine ready for you.
You know what's fun is when you open the bag and you take your vaccine in the car, but then when you get home, there's still like a little vaccine left at the bottom of the bag that you missed.
It sounds bad.
I hate it when I have the vaccine ordered, but the person who's delivering it is taking just like a little bit of the vaccine, just like because it smells so good.
They say like 6 out of 10 vaccine delivery take a little bit of your vaccine each time.
But you know what? I never order vaccines because by the time it gets to your house, it's no longer 3 degrees Celsius.
There's already new strains out.
Yeah.
Anyways, should we just end the show there? That was pretty good,
let's
right?
just stop.
All right. Well, now that we're all warmed up, should we get into round 1?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. Round 1. Las Vegas homeowners suing Property Brothers production company, alleging shoddy workmanship. A Las Vegas couple's appearance on a popular reality show has convinced them of a harsh reality. Things aren't always as rosy as they seem on TV. Paul and Mindy King were searching for their dream home in 2018 when they heard about a Property Brothers casting call. They had told us that they wanted us to be first in their episodes. Mindy King said, so we instantly started doing whatever steps we needed to do. Homeowners who appear on Property Brothers foot the bill in full, and the couple says they wired more than $193,000 in advance of production to Cineflix, the production company behind Property Brothers. They passed on a honeymoon to save. I always, by the way, was under the assumption that if you showed up on that show, they paid for it. This is
No.
They passed on the honeymoon to save money and signed on the dotted line, assuring all the work would be done to code. Everything will be, perfect HGTV quality, Mindy King said. It also states all the work, even deficiency lists, will be completed by May 2019. The couple was confident in the reputation of Property Brothers. We've both done remodels before, so we thought, oh, this is great, Mindy King said. But while Property Brothers was recording the reveal section of the King's episode, they discovered everything wasn't amazing. The couple eventually filed a lawsuit against Cineflix and the contractor via construction. The Scott brothers themselves are not named in the case. Construction issues ranged from simple cosmetics, incorrect backsplash designs, and missized baseboards to potential hazards. The Kings say the issues go far beyond cosmetics, including electrical issues, crooked grouting, and doors being difficult to open. Paul King also noted a wall that was rebuilt during the filming of the show is now bulging. It can only be replaced if you tear out the whole wall and rebuild it, he said.
All right. It wants to. Yeah.
Who wants a thesaurus?
I'll go. Oh, if these walls could talk, they would say, I got my SAG card from an episode of Property Brothers.
SAG, like my bulging framing.
My sagging, bulging framing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to go next, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'll go. And the staircase doesn't even lead to the second floor. Instead, there's a ladder behind a fake wall that goes down to the craft services table.
Turns out the actual construction is handled by the other Property brother, Shaky.
He doesn't get a lot of screen time.
No, he's not very camera ready.
He gets even less than Shemp.
He's like the third Hemsworth brother.
Sure.
No, he's the third Property brother. Shaky Property.
Oh, their last name is Property?
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Is that real? Is that actually true? Their last name is Property?
Drew and Jonathan Property.
No!
That's why the Property Brothers. What's that?
I thought they were the Property Brothers because of what they did professionally.
That's just a coincidence.
Their name, yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No, Carly.
It's Jonathan and Drew Property.
I'm looking this up. I don't believe you.
Okay, well, get ready to apologize, all right? For being such a...
While she's
yeah.
Their last name is not Property, you assholes.
Well, I will tell you this, though. We lied about that, but that show Flip or Flop, their names are Flip and Flop.
Flip and Flop.
Jim and Tony Flipperflop.
No, it's just one single name. You got wrong information, Jim.
Next, you're going to tell me the Oprah show actually has a woman named Oprah on it. Ugh.
They don't just Oprah on it. All right, so this is the last time, Property Brothers. You're not going to get me again. I'm never going to hire another set of contracting brothers. We all know what happened with the Super Plumbing Brothers trying to get our toilet fixed last winter.
I kind of liked it for the premise, and I kind of liked it for how it just kind of trailed off.
The suit also complains that the construction crew took way too many on-the-clock commercial breaks.
It's hard to believe they would do shoddy work, especially Jonathan, because he wears those flannel shirts. You'd think you know what he's doing. I don't know.
Is this the same thing? Do the Queer Eyes do the same thing? Do they charge you?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Those guys with
The Queer Eyes.
They
Those
can't
guys
see
with-
straight. They got those queer eyes.
Those queer ass guys.
Yeah, they definitely don't see straight. I don't know. Do they charge? No, I don't think
they
so.
can't, right? Because it's like sometimes it's like, hey, I just lost my job, and I've not been the same since I lost my job. My kids are suffering. And then
I didn't used to talk like this.
Sounds like what you need is a new suit.
Investing $500,000 into my living room will help me.
Was that your joke?
Was that your joke, Ricky?
Okay, that was a joke.
Okay, most frustrating, they're not allowed to be nude in their own home. And if they are, they have to wear a giant merkin.
A lot of
TV.
A
They're
lot
all
of
on
TV production
A lot of-
stuff.
Yeah, all the jokes about TV production.
What's a merkin?
Nothing was American with you. Yeah.
Not this goddamn podcast.
That's their last name.
I
You
was
and Jonathan Merkin.
I was gonna say I was born in America, so that makes me American, right?
You're Merkin.
You are a Merkin.
You are a Merkin. You fake pubic wig.
Oh, pubic wig. Thank you, Ricky.
Oh, thank you. May I have another?
Episode title: You
Well-
fake pubic wig.
Well, the wig party hasn't been around for a very long time. So if you're American wig, that's old.
I'm
Centuries
throwing a
old.
wig.
That's old hat.
It was an old hat.
Wait, is that an old hat or is it an old merkin on your head? An old hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had enough of this bit. All these HGTV shows are like this. Love It or List It was almost called Sorry, We Fucked It Up. All right. Well, that'll do it for the jokes in round one. So Aaron Kraft, our resident judge, we need judgment.
Yes. Bob's second joke about wearing the flannel got me thinking. Every time I watch that show, these guys like pop in at some point and pretend to do something like let me show you how to cut, the wall wood straighter. I don't know, or lay the floor line.
Yeah, let me show you how the wall wood straightener.
It's just it's such a put on, right? Because you can tell these guys haven't done an ounce of work, and the fact that they weren't even on like the legislation or are the ones getting sued,
The lawsuit, yeah.
in the lawsuit, it just goes to show like these guys do nothing but just host the show.
Yeah, their last name isn't even property.
Yeah. What else are they hiding?
So
They're
anyways,
really brothers.
Yeah, they're not even brothers.
You're property stepbrothers, aren't you? Identical property stepbrothers.
Property brothers from different mothers.
that's a bit shaky. Like your first joke.
Oh,
It's
I'm a
shaky.
big fan of that.
Yeah.
shots fired.
No. His first joke is shaky. So he said shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So his first joke was
Glad you're paying attention.
Yeah.
I didn't get the connection.
I can't remember. I just wrote down shaky in my notes. I don't remember the joke. Jeremy, I like his second joke about the commercial breaks.
Yeah, I played real hard on the that was my approach, was like, what are you suing for? This was all a TV show. Like, you should have kind of known, like, this is just
I don't know. If you're paying like almost 200 grand,
That's
I'd say.
true. I mean, if you're paying for it, that's one thing. It's like, why are they making them pay for it? Because aren't shows like, I mean, if you could have a game show where you give away like $200,000 every episode, like, how can you just not afford to cover the cost of this?
It's not a game show. It's more like a documentary where you have to use the contractor that the producer tells you to use.
Yeah, but it's a documentary that sells like dog food. You know what I mean? It's like they have the money.
Right. That's it. If a game show has that kind of budget to give away money all the time, then a very successful show like this also
What if it was like a show that was like win your savings?
win your own money.
Your own money.
Hosted by Ben Stein.
Yeah. Doesn't like they're not trying to use that money. They want to hold on to that money. So if they can get people to pay for it, then that's what they're going to do. Aaron, back to you.
It was Rick's first joke. If these walls could talk, yada yada, sag. That was hilarious.
If these balls could talk, yada yada, sag.
That was clever. The SAG Guild and then Screen Actors Guild. Walls could talk. I like that. And then also your riffing in between the jokes is great. So I'm giving the first round to Rick.
I think everybody should get a point for deceiving Carly. But
No, I looked it up. You guys didn't deceive me.
You had to look it up. We deceived you.
You lied to me. You shouldn't get points for that.
you didn't deceive me. You lied to me.
I didn't fall for it. I never trusted you.
Carly.
I never trusted.
I think you admit defeat when you go, what? Is that true? I need to look it up.
Yeah, I never trusted. Deceit would me being like, oh, wow, what great information. Let's move on to the next.
If you didn't
Run the
trust
tape,
it, you
you
didn't
said
have to even like watch him, like know what happened, know what the results were.
And nobody is going to be named Jonathan Property. That's the craziest thing.
All right, let's agree there was no deceit. You're all liars. Round 2. Of Phoenix-bound American Airlines plane reports mid-flight close encounter with UFO. Steve Douglas, who writes the Deep Black Horizon blog, which is a blog devoted to UFO sightings from aircrafts, says he recorded scanner traffic from an American Airlines passenger jet. He called it an intercepted aviation monitored recording. Do you have any targets up here? We just had... What? Hold on.
That's a verbatim quote.
Do you, sorry, when we've been recording for this many hours, my eyes start glazing over.
We just had a, ooh, what was that?
Oh,
Can I
do you have any targets up here? We just had something go to the right over the top of us.
That's really good, actually.
The pilot on the Phoenix.
Really I felt like I was there.
The pilot on the Phoenix-bound flight is heard saying in the recording Douglas uploaded to his blog. I hate to say this, but it looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked
Along what? I'm sorry. Say again.
a long cylindrical object. Sorry, I've had a couple of cocktails.
Sorry, I had to Google how to pronounce that word.
Sorry. It almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing, moving really fast, right over the top of us. There was no significant military aircraft presence in the area at the time. Airlines American. American Airlines made a brief statement.
Airlines American.
Airline Americano. Doot, doot, doot. American Airlines made a brief statement saying, following a debrief with our flight crew and additional information received, we can confirm this radio transmission was from American Airlines Flight 2292 on February 21st. The airline spokesperson did not elaborate on what that additional information was, though. This is not the first time a pilot, either commercial or military, has reported an encounter with a UFO. Last April, the Pentagon officially released footage showing unidentified aerial phenomena. The video had been released by a private company several months earlier.
Okay, who's starting off round 2?
I'll go last.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Rick, go for it.
Well, if you look to the right of the plane, you will see an oh Jesus, oh Jesus,
Wow, Carly likes that
See,
one.
Jesus.
Scene 2. We're taking orders for lunch. I'll have it. He's having it.
Oh boy.
I liked the first part.
2
Yeah.
jokes in one.
And here's my take on that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. Just want to let you know that we are making good time and we'll have you at your destination shortly. Holy shit, did you fucking see that thing go right over top of us? Goddamn UFO made me shit myself. Sit back, relax.
You're like
I don't
in a
have one
James
like
Brown. I'm sorry. Like,
Say again?
step back, I'm gonna shit myself.
UFO in the airlines. In the airlines. That doesn't make any sense.
In the
Well,
airlines
fuck.
American.
What does James Brown know about aircraft?
Aviation.
Yeah.
Aaron,
How much air you got in the airlines? A pilot has a close encounter with an unknown cylindrical object. At least that's what the Skinemax description says.
Rick, you are up.
That was a close one. Woohoo! How do you suppose that happened? Do you think that maybe the passengers on board that UFO didn't switch their phones to airplane mode when the pilot asked them to? Maybe there are consequences to your blind autonomy. All this shiny pilot jewelry used to get you respect from people. Grateful for your expertise. No, that they were grateful for your expertise.
Oh, wow.
But whatever. Play your game.
All I took away was shiny pilot jewelry.
Yeah.
It was a scene.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what? Like, why don't people respect me?
Rick putting some of his own thoughts into the joke.
Why don't they?
little projection there. Yeah.
All right, there's a shitty one. Passengers. Nope, fuck that. Okay. New joke. The UFO looked to be pass. let me think about that one.
Okay.
I'll do my other one. Hold on.
Okay.
The pilot was recorded saying, quote, "I hate to say this, but it looked like a long cylindrical object." The air traffic controller then responded, "John, for the last time, you can describe something as phallic. It doesn't make you gay."
Okay. I'm also partly rewriting this one in my head. Okay. Described as a long cylindrical object. Oh, sorry, guys. We were looking for what are jokes already done in Austin Powers. It was on Jeopardy.
Okay.
This was a tough one.
Yeah, it was tough.
Time with this one.
Rick?
Nothing like a round where everyone takes a 40-second pause before their
Yeah.
I'll pass on this one.
We've never had a round where two people have passed.
Okay, I'm not gonna pass because that would make it 3.
Well, I mean, I'm up now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're up. Okay. go
Okay.
ahead.
The UFO was an amazing sight to behold. Quite a piece of technology. Somehow the food still sucks. Fucking bad airline food joke. I don't
Airline
know.
food. Are you right?
What year is this?
Yeah. Folks, is my attempt at your guys' pilots.
Yeah, we get it.
Old?
We didn't think you were secretly eating something.
All right.
Just gonna have a
He's
taste.
eating something.
I'm just gonna take a taste before my joke.
You guys are now free to get abducted and probed. How's that? You guys like
Yeah,
that?
that's good. Yeah.
The probe light came on.
Okay, you should have done the ding first. Ding, ding, ding. That sound means you may leave your seat and get probed.
That moment where a UFO boards your plane and probes you, and then it goes, "Bung! Want to get away?" Fly Southwest Airlines instead.
Yeah.
Not Airlines Americano.
Brought to you by Rick. Do you want to take another crack at it?
For the cheapest airline fees on the web, then go to Trivago.
I'll do-
UFO do Trivago.
Okay.
Rick, we can see the reflection of your screen in your sunglasses. Stop looking at pornography and pay attention to the show.
To see Rick looking at pornography, check out our video.
You're not going to want to miss this. All right, that'll do it for the jokes in round two.
Boy, what
Aaron Kraft, have mercy on us.
Well, there was an interesting pattern that emerged in this round. The first joke from everybody actually landed rather well. The second one fell off, wasn't much, and the third one was completely
drop in altitude.
Yeah, and then the third was just the crash landing. But you all did it synchronously, as if you planned it.
Are you saying we hijacked this round?
I feel like
brought it down to
that you three, discussed beforehand.
If that's the best all three of us can come up with, then we should end this show.
I liked Rick's If You Look to the Right. That was his first one. And then the crazy voices. That second half of the joke didn't make any sense, but the first half was good. So don't get greedy. Stick with the first part. It's all good. Jeremy's Skidamax joke was funny. And then Bob's, I don't remember what you said, but I wrote down holy shit.
Yeah. So it was basically the pilot exclaiming, but just staying in that pilot voice.
Yeah, that was good. I thought your note might have been like, holy shit, that was a great joke. Maybe that's what your note was.
It was good.
Fuck you.
It was funny, but no. So I'm gonna give the round to Bob because he had 3 jokes, and he probably was the most consistent across the 3.
All right. So we're gonna go into round 3. Where do we stand, Aaron? I'm sorry.
1 point Rick, 1 point Bob.
Okay, so tie game, Rick and Bob heading into round 3.
Oh, yeah. Right at cruise height. This story really pissed me off. You'll hear why. In sermon to Missouri church, pastor tells women to look pretty or husbands will stray.
So far, no problems.
That's not the part that pissed me off. I just didn't like that this happened at a church. Missouri pastor
at a church.
Yeah, I hate sermons. Missouri pastor Stuart Allen Clark took a leave of absence from First General Baptist in Malden after widespread criticism of his sexist sermon in late February. Besides telling women to lose weight and submit to the sexual desires of their husbands to keep them from straying, Clark told wives to wear makeup, dress nicely, choose appropriate hairstyles, and appear less butch. Now look, I'm not saying every woman can be the epic trophy wife all of the time like Melania Trump. I'm not saying that at all. Most women can't be trophy wives, but maybe you're a participation trophy, Clark said as a photo of the former First Lady appeared on the screen. I don't know, but all I can say is not everybody looks like that. Amen. Not everybody looks like that. But
a lot of people look like that. I've seen them.
No.
Security, get this guy out of here.
Get him out.
My cousin's school.
Shush. Christ says to hush.
See Carly exercise the demons.
Not
or
everybody.
just shush them.
Not everybody looks like that, but you don't need to look like a butch either. Can I get an amen? Clark says in this.
Amen.
Can I
get a man?
Can I get a man?
Can I get a woman? Clark says in the sermon.
Probably not.
First General Baptist is a church in the General Baptist denomination, which released a statement Monday saying Clark's sermon was not consistent with the positions and values of the organization.
Not consistent.
Not consistent. Clark includes one Bible verse in the sermon, which he told husbands in the congregation to display on the headboards of their beds. The wife has no longer all the rights over her body, but shares them with her husband, he said, quoting the verse. So whenever she is not in the mood, dig out your Bible. Clark only briefly mentioned the second part of the verse, which says, in the same way, the husband does not have the authority over his own body, but yields it to his wife.
Side effects may include.
According to Clark's church, he's now seeking professional counseling. Here's a few more quotes from Clark's sermon. Why is it so many times that women, after they get married, let themselves go? Why is that? Why do they do that?
Am I right, man? What's up with that?
Men have a need for their women to look like women. Sweatpants don't cut it. Wearing flip-flops and pajamas to the Walmart, that ain't gonna work.
What about cut off sweatpants?
That I like.
That's fine. Rollerblade around my town. Ladies, it's the way God made us.
You gonna rollerblade around my town?
It's the way we are. Men are going to look. He made us to look. You want them to be looking at you. Don't let yourself go. Let me tell you something. I have a friend.
It's Fire Marshal Bill.
He has put a divorce weight on his wife. That's how important this is. And my friend is a fucking king. He didn't really say that last time.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to read. This guy sucks. You get it.
We all know that Jesus is the fucking king. Don't get it twisted. Rick, do you want to start us off again?
Ken? All 3 times?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'm not as prepared though for this.
As
You wanna go last?
Just do your natural misogynistic jokes. The ones that just come out.
Just say anything Ricky. It'll fit here.
Just talk like you normally do.
What?
Just say
Rick,
any sentence.
Rick, just continue what you were saying before we started recording.
What do you do? What do you do when what do you say to a woman with 2 black eyes?
What?
No.
Nothing. You already told them twice.
Oh, come
Already a
on.
joke.
You
You
gotta
know
change it.
that.
When it was in my head, it was more connected to it, but then it came out just being the joke.
Folks, that's what's known as a street joke, meaning it's not what professionals do.
Yeah, every
No,
12-year-old
correction.
knows that joke.
Correction, folks. That's what's known as a 50-year-old street joke.
You're a 50-year-old street joke.
See, now that's good.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay, good.
And one day God took a handful of dirt and put it in a bag. And God named this dirt bag Stuart Allen Clark.
This guy really knows his Bible. He consistently cites an often overlooked passage that says the wife is to compliment her husband's penis no matter how small and oddly shaped.
That's scripture.
Yeah. Rick, back to you.
Ricky, are you okay?
Can you think of any other misogynistic joke that you've heard?
Blessed be the women of our flock. Or if not for them, we'd be apparition.
What? We be what?
Ricky is like a blind cult leader who has lost all sense of
I love you, Ray Charles.
how to talk to his.
You're supposed to save the LSD
His
Kool-Aid for
people.
the people, for the crowd, not for yourself.
I say unto thee, my children, be thee not applicable to what was the story again?
We should give you 2 black eyes.
What was the story?
We should-
Oh yeah,
We
he's
should-
misogynistic.
Uh-huh.
Blessed be thine lady friend, for she hath the
Shiat.
knockers of a.
This
Right.
joke is Shiat.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay.
I'm not like
Okay.
That wasn't on the show.
this episode. I'm not,
It's on any episode.
No.
I thought he was gonna start singing Axl Rose.
Yeah, we're supposed to sing it at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we'll do it. Anyways,
Okay,
all right,
I thought you were going into it. Okay. my
Okay,
bad.
so Rick, are you
He
done?
advocates the second leg of the round. So, Jeremy.
Turns out, because of this guy's sermon, Donald Trump has accepted Christ. Well, what do you know?
Oh, good for him. I'm happy to hear it.
I guess it's all worked out.
All right, Carly, go ahead and put up a picture of that guy so everyone can see. All right. Yeah, so for a guy who doesn't want women to be butch, he sure looks like he's about to drive out to Lilith Fair with his Subaru Outback. So that's a visual. Well, gonna be some visuals on that.
Is Lilith Fair still
in post?
No, but he looks like he would go to Lilith Fair.
Oh, I haven't seen what this guy looks like. I didn't look at his face.
I'm just looking at that body.
I went on this tour of like an opera house in Brooklyn, and they were like, "Oh, let's sneak in!" Like, and someone was doing sound check on the stage, and we snuck in, and there was like this beautiful voice, and I was like, "Oh man, that sounds like Katie Lang," and it was Katie Lang.
That's
all right.
Is that your joke?
That's our Lilith Fair liaison.
Okay, Rick is fading fast, so we need to go ahead and get through these.
It is your turn.
Okay,
Oh, it's my turn?
The more I look at Rick now, the more I am like in awe of how Zoom knows the outline of his hair. How are they doing that?
it doesn't really.
Oh,
His hair is taking up the rest of the screen.
Yeah.
Just Zoom doesn't know it.
Rick, go ahead.
Got anything? Okay, I'll go.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Rick has passed. On.
It's passed. All right. Rest in peace.
Christ written.
Yeah. For it is written, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for this man to ever get another blowjob from his wife.
Another.
Yeah, after the first one, she's like, I don't think I'll be doing that again.
What is this, Cool Ranch?
Ugh. Pastor Clark can only dream of having a woman like Melania Trump, but he'll settle for the next best thing. Any woman willing to touch him. That'll do it for the jokes in round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Kraft, do we have a winner of this episode?
Yeah, but first I want to congratulate Bob on somehow working Lilith Fair into a joke.
It wasn't hard.
You got the secret word of the day. Bing, 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 bing.
Fair. Ding, 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 ding. So,
I thought it was going to be Burning Man.
You would, you fucking misogynist.
Yeah, why isn't it called Burning Woman? Woman.
Back to
Then
you,
we
Aaron.
have to hold it once a month.
Back to you, Aaron.
yeah, I'm just listening to the dialogue going back and forth here. But yeah, so credit to Bob on that. I enjoyed Jeremy's dirt bag joke, the first one, and that actually probably got the strongest response. If Rick was able to pull off 2 more high school era misogynistic jokes to complete the round, in addition to the first one, I might have given him some credit. But
Yeah, that stuff's right in your wheelhouse. I forgot about that.
The mother was the doctor.
The
yeah.
doctor was a mother.
yeah, no, I remember that one too. But it's too late. So all that being said, I'm going to give the point to Jeremy for the dirtbag joke, which makes this a 3-way tie.
Time.
So in these situations, we either come up with a tiebreaker or Aaron Kraft can make a snap judgment, decide who wins this episode.
Tiebreaker.
You have any idea for a tiebreaker?
Please.
I don't know. Maybe you guys have to do an impression of this pastor. See which one we like the
I
best.
think we all did in our jokes.
Yeah, pretty
Nah.
much.
All right, well then all of them lose.
All right.
Oh, no winner today.
That's tough. Snap judgment, huh? I mean, I want to throw it to Jeremy. Just
I know you do.
No, you do. I think.
But
I think Bob won it with the his last jokes.
yeah,
Get Trump and any woman that will touch me.
that was
it was
good,
the same
huh?
joke.
Yeah, there's just something that speaks to me about a desperate man just wanting any woman willing to touch him. I don't know.
It really speaks to Jeremy.
It
Okay.
speaks to me.
Well, Jeremy has been spoken to. Some sort of divine intervention. I'm gonna.
Someone had words with him.
And then
Guys,
Jeremy's,
don't worry. Jeremy has been spoken to. He will not win another episode.
and of course, Jeremy serves as Aaron's.
Donald Trump's Christ spoke to Jeremy, and
Oh no.
we're swinging it Bob's way. Bob, you win.
All right. Thank you.
Nice.
Aaron applauded his own judgment.
It's so anticlimactic.
No, Bob edits in like a little doo doo doo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, it's like,
Well, you can put some clap behind that now.
it's like Jeremy, I want to give
Clap
you.
in it. Clap in it.
All right.
You ever make a
welcome-
pass of salad? It wasn't no good.
So
Clap in it.
my boyfriend went to Goodwill last week and came home and was like, I bought you a gift. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm excited. And he hands it to me and it was a clapper, like clap on, clap off. And I'm like, how is this a gift? Like, what do I need? What do I plug into this? like,
a
like
lamp.
we don't have any lamp. We don't even have a lamp in our house. We don't own
We
one.
don't have any lamp.
So
Sure.
a toaster? Why would I need?
You're like, I want some toast.
But I still
So-
need to press the button down.
Yeah.
No, it
When
puts
you do
bread in there
this,
for you.
It's exciting and it works.
We
See,
don't have
all I have to do is clap to make sure it's ready for me to press the button.
Yeah.
We don't have any piece of the technology in our house that is clappable. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? So then
That's the magic of it. Anything you plug in can operate with the sound of a clap.
but then I realized that we have like bistro lights in our backyard that we have to physically plug in and whatever. So I said, oh, yeah, let's plug them into the bistro lights. But it's been kind of shitty weather the last week or so, and the noises and thunder and things like that keep turning the lights on and off
Oh, fun.
outside.
Oh, you got the Thunderer.
Yeah, the thunder.
D- I apologize. I didn't realize that we had stopped doing the show, and now we're just chatting.
Well, you guys were clapping, and then it made me think of the clapper.
Oh, that
So
was-
congratulations to Bob Timmons for winning the episode. We're-
That's why Bob's mad, because it
I
wasn't.
know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not mad. Carly Kastner, do you have any burning questions?
Yeah, okay, let's take it back to the story about the Property Brothers. I want to know
Their real name is Scott. It's not Property.
the Scott brothers on the show, the Property Brothers.
They're both named Scott Property.
If you were going to be the host of a reality TV show, what would be the theme of the show?
Mine would be property person.
Because you're
I don't have
Jeremy
a brother
Property.
to work with. Property only child.
No, it doesn't have to be property themed show. It can be any type of
Mine is
show.
property themed.
I actually have a real answer this time. I think I would very much enjoy, and I think I'd be good at a show where you go around to like local restaurants and like try the food and all that. So like
Yeah.
a food vlog, I guess.
You would be good
We
at
can do
that.
What?
We can do that.
Bonus content.
Oh, we can do that. Okay.
No, okay, so you can go do it. Go do it.
I think you would be good at that too. And I do feel like you like all sorts of food. You're not a picky eater. You like everything.
Yes. So you can catch me on my new show.
Picky eater.
Eating out with Bob.
Picking.
Shaky eater. Shaky eater.
Shit eating grinner.
The Shaky Brothers.
You go around testing milkshakes.
Oh, I want to be on that show.
So, this one's good too. All right, on to the next one.
I haven't found a bad one yet.
You know what? I watched The Home Edit on Netflix, and it's just a show about ladies who organize people's closets. And I think, oh my God, I could do that. I organize stuff. I think I could do that.
And you're a good talker.
Fuck you.
So well spoken.
Mine would be how to furnish your house with thrift store goods.
How to buy China at 10 times the price.
I can show you how to overspend.
Yeah, for anyone, I don't know if we got that on tape, but I went to Goodwill and I bought 3 expensive sets of fine china in hopes of turning them for a profit. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted.
Not too many people flip in China, I don't think, but I don't know. Oh, maybe there are. There's probably a bunch. All right, Rick. Rick, your answer?
Question?
Aaron?
If you had
thoughts?
a TV show.
No, fuck that. Aaron?
I always wanted to be a judge of a comedy podcast.
Someday you'll get to
hope
be.
it happens, yeah.
It sounds like the beginning of your Goodfellas movie. I always wanted to be.
I'm so boring. There's nothing anybody would want to watch me host. Is my current stake on this.
What about a parenting show?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh no, I'm bad at that.
That's litigation waiting to happen, I'm sure.
What about
a show?
What about a show about people trying to do music on their computers?
He's afraid someone's going to sue him for shoddy parenting.
Yeah, right. The corners on your son don't align. I'm suing. No, I'm not.
This boy is completely unfinished.
The inspector's here. Put him back together.
CPS is here.
Yeah, but Aaron isn't actually named in that lawsuit.
Yeah, good point.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm not actually fathering. I'm just.
Yeah, you are not the father.
Yeah,
Aaron,
his production company fathers, and then Aaron just comes in and goes, "Oh, you might want to try reading this book."
Roll the camera. I got my flannel out. Okay, so let's make sure the boy is well.
Aaron, you can't just slap new paint on your baby and call it good.
And expect him to breathe.
These are the things I've learned over the years.
Yeah, right.
Aaron got all of his parenting advice from Property Brothers.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Carly's burning questions.
My middle name is Scott.
Good.
And, with that revelation,
Oh, it's not. I'm going to look it up.
We want to thank you guys for listening and watching. And if you enjoy the show and you want to support us and what we're doing, you can do that by going to Patreon. And for just $3 a month, you get full video episodes, bonus content, and access to classic episodes. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but only the most recent 25 episodes are available to listen for free. So if you want to listen beyond that, Patreon is the answer. It's a low price and a good way to support the show. But we also appreciate you listening anywhere that you find podcasts, and anywhere you do that. We wouldn't mind if you gave us some feedback, some ratings, reviews, comments, suggestions for stories, share, subscribe. All that stuff really does help us out. So please do that. Aaron Kraft, he is our resident judge. He is our producer. He is our house band. You can hear more of his music over on SoundCloud.
You know, I start to worry about promoting this page because I haven't added content to it in like 2 years now.
It's okay.
I mean, you can always have somebody new check it out. So,
okay, check out my SoundCloud page, Captain Lovecraft, CAPT.LOVEKRAFT. Never mind the fact that I haven't posted anything in 2 years. There's a lot of great stuff there, regardless.
Rick, do you have anything that you want to mention?
Yeah, I have a couple things. Aaron Scott Kraft. That would be
That's me. That's it. Yep.
Aaron Scott Kraft.
And the other thing you wanted to...
Yeah, you had a couple
Is
things.
that I will be performing at the Rick Bronson's House of Comedy on Tuesday, March 30th at the Triple Threat Show hosted by Patrick Aiken. Come on down and join me.
Now, what makes it a triple threat?
Each and every threat times
Is
3.
tripled. You got $5 drinks, $5 appetizers, and $5. What was the other one? Something
Belongs.
that makes it 3.
You get Corona, you get ticketed out in the front for parking in the illegal spot, and something else.
And I think that'll do it for this episode.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
And this has been another episode of 1, 2, 3
2, 3
Jokes.
Jokes. And for the listeners, it's not.
It's not knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Oh God, we're doing this now.
Not knocking on heaven's door.
Well, are you knocking or not? I can't tell.
Well, I'm not knocking on.
What a mess. You guys made me do that.
I gotta take a dump.
No.